Hello everyone, welcome to the Upfront. The trend of burying Ambedkar's ideologies while erecting grand statues of him is growing among political leaders who showcase their admiration for Ambedkar. Similarly, we have placed Gandhi's statues in streets after killing off his philosophies. The RSS backed government, which rules the nation today, boasts of building a massive statue of Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, the man who first banned the RSS in the country, presenting it as their achievement. In these times, an attempt is being made to reform the judiciary by changing its symbol, the statue of Lady Justice. For the first time, under the leadership of the Chief Justice of the Supreme Court, Lady Justice has been adorned with a sari and a crown. On the surface, this transformation appears to officially give the statue a divine form. The blindfold has been removed from her eyes, and the sword that symbolized power has been replaced with a book. Whether it is the Constitution or the Manusmriti remains to be seen, for in the end, no verdict is based on a statue. Instead, statues are interpreted based on the principles of justice found in court judgments. Therefore, the reforms made to the statue will ultimately be judged by whether they align with the principles of constitutional justice or undermine them. And that remains in the hands of the judges delivering the verdicts. Lady Justice is just a symbol of India's judiciary. The concept for this statue was inspired by the Greek goddess of justice. It was first installed at the Calcutta High Court during the British era. The blindfold on the statue was meant to signify that justice is blind to wealth, caste, and status, so that judges would deliver judgments without bias. However, when the judiciary began showing partiality in its verdicts, the blindfold took on a different meaning. The statue began to symbolize the phrase, "Justice is blind." The sword in her hand not only symbolized authority but also the swiftness with which justice was delivered. However, in today's Indian courts, justice is delayed. Because of this, many have humorously suggested that the new statue of Lady Justice should have been given a watch in her hand, symbolizing the judiciary's failure to deliver justice on time. Some are questioning whether the Chief Justice is trying to call the alteration of the statue a reform of judicial system itself. Others are celebrating the fact that the statue, which once symbolized colonial rule, is now truly Indian. However, justice for the poor and the marginalized in India has been achieved through the Constitution, not through any deity. Before the Constitution came into force, before the British or Mughals arrived, our society was governed by the Manusmriti based judicial system. Under that system, education was denied to Shudras and Dalits. They were kept away from temples. If a Shudra heard the Vedas, molten lead was poured into their ears. Dalits were not allowed to touch the water of the village ponds. Therefore, as we Indianize or mythologize the statue of Lady Justice, we must be cautious. This removal of the blindfold raises concerns among the public about whether this change will facilitate judgments based on caste, religion, or class, and the responsibility to dispel such doubts lies with the judges at the highest positions of the judiciary. A radical reform within the judiciary is urgently needed today. Thousands of cases are rotting away in courts due to a shortage of judges. This issue must be addressed. Additionally, the practice of postponing justice tarikh pe tarikh has eroded the public's faith in the judiciary. Reforms are needed here too. Merely placing a crown on the statue's head will achieve nothing, but increasing the number of female judges in the judiciary will crown the heads of women with true justice. Similarly, the number of Dalit and backward class judges must increase. At the same time, some judges are pushing Manusmriti based ideologies by quoting it in their judgments, denigrating women, and making statements against certain communities like politicians do. Even some Supreme Court judges have expressed concern over this. Therefore, it has become urgent to remove the blindfold of Manusmriti from the eyes of such judges, cleanse their minds of Manusmriti's influence, and place the constitution in their hands. That's all for today. If you like the content we provide, please subscribe to the Upfront and press the bell icon to get notification of all our updates. Please share our videos and educate others. Thank you.